All right, the last chunk of lesson 2-2 is question 8. So let's take a look at what it asks. It says the Future Engineers of America Club, or the FEA, their treasurer was going back through the fundraising records. On Monday, the club made a revenue of $140 selling contest tickets at $10 each. One person sold 8 tickets, but the other person selling that day forgot to write down how many she sold. Write and solve an equation to determine the number of tickets the other person sold. I'm going to give you and your table mates 7 minutes to work on question 8 only, and then we'll come back as a group and discuss the answer and how we got there. So go ahead and pause your video. Alright, I have now worked through question number 8. Let's talk about how I set it up and then how I worked through solving it. I first stated that, we know that it costs $10 for each ticket. Well, we have 8 tickets we know for sure, and the other person has an unknown amount because they forgot to write it down. So I did 10 parentheses 8 plus X because one person sold 8 tickets, the other person sold X. So we had to add those together. And we know that they told us the revenue was $140. I made a note in here to say, see the My Notes section for my work. I started off with this 10x 8 plus X equals 140. I used the distributive property, so that's going to be 10 times 8 is 80, 10 times x is 10x, and that's equal to 140. Then onto the subtraction property to move this 80. So I moved the 80 from the left to the right by subtracting it. I came down with 10x equals 60. Now, x is not by itself yet, so we have to get there. So I then divided by 10 to get x equals 6. Well, if x equals 6 in this particular part of the scenario, that means that one person sold 8 tickets and the other person sold 6 tickets. On to your debriefing.